All right, so one thing that's also pertinent when we're talking about curating sounds that would go into a project like this is how do we make those sounds actually fit with the other sounds that are there? Partly, this is an aesthetic problem, and partly this is a sort of sound quality problem. And in the case of this song, Jay Hodgson's Lonesome Someday, the main melody instrument that I've selected is based on vocal samples. And these vocal samples in particular, they are pitched to different frequencies. When we do this, it can create a lot of really strange timbral artifacting, a lot of strange harmonic artifacting in the upper registers in particular, and it can sound quite harsh. So in this case, I've programmed a multi-band compressor to very, very strongly clamp down on any difficult frequencies like that, or things that would sound harsh to my ears, probably the listeners as well. So let me show you what that looks like. Here is the melody in question. And you notice that I've set up an extremely strong dip just above 2 kilohertz. And what happens in this case is every time a bunch of frequency information is present above 2 kilohertz, the compressor reduces that, therefore acting as a sort of automatic EQ in a sense, but it's actually compressing those frequencies. But one way to think about this practically is as an automatic EQ that only engages when it needs to. So let's see this in action. Let's watch the multiband compressor clamping down on this signal. The other thing that I've done with a lot of sounds in this recording is that I've caused them to be fairly wide in the stereo image using Ableton's utility. Utility is essentially a simplified mid-side tool that allows one to send various frequency ranges out far in the stereo spectrum, and I've done that with this sound as well as most of these sort of washy sounds. This one as well uses utility with a width setting of 147%. That's an arbitrary setting, which is proprietary to Ableton and their algorithm for utility. The other signal processing move that I think is pertinent here is in the crackle. The vinyl crackle, I think it sounds more realistic with more of a more filtering applied, to be honest, in the high range. If all of the high parts of the crackle there, to me that just doesn't sound like an authentic vinyl record, particularly insofar as vinyl records are restricted in their representation of ultra-high frequencies. So to get more of that lo-fi, old-school vibe, I like to actually reduce some of the high end, causing my basically my low-pass filter to stop somewhere around 6 to 8 kilohertz.